sa ating mga future award-winning journalists, meron lang akong dalawang paalala sa inyong lahat. Hindi ko napahabain yung aking speech. Gusto ko lang maalala ninyo ang dalawang bagay sa pagtatrabaho ninyo at sa pagpupursige ninyo sa inyong interes at karera sa journalism. Unang-una, kapag opinion ninyo ang sinusulat ninyo, never assume anything. Huwag ninyong ipaghalo ang assumption at opinion. Magkaibang bagay yon. Pangalawa, never print or post or circulate something that you know is not the truth. Huwag ninyong gawin na sirain ang buhay ng ibang tao, sirain ang imahe ng iba't ibang organisasyon o ng mga tao sa alam niyong hindi totoo. Never assume and don't lie sa inyong trabaho.
And now for the formal declaration of the 2024 National Schools Press Conference and the hoisting of the banner, please welcome the Vice President of the Republic of the Philippines and the Secretary of the Department of Education, Honorable Sara C. Duterte.
Mga kababayan, mga kaigsuunan nako dinhi sa isla sa Cebu, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Madayaw ug maayong hapon kaninyong tanan. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Tung nilabay nga tuig, doon nami mga lain-lain na aktibidades sa Department of Education. Mangutana ko sa ila dito sa Central Office. Nagtatanong ako sa kanila doon sa Central Office. Sabi ko, ano ba ang mga schedule natin ngayong taon? Ano ba ang mga national events natin? Meron silang iba't ibang mga dates na binigay sa akin. So nung tiningnan ko ang schedule nila, isang taon na schedule nila, sabi ko, bakit natin ginagawa iba't ibang araw, iba't ibang buwan, iba't ibang lugar ang mga national events ng Department of Education? Tinanong ko yung isang USEC, sabi ko, bakit hindi pwede pag-isahin ang mga national events ng Department of Education para hindi pabalik-balik ang ating mga guro sa iba't ibang lugar at sa ating mga trainers, mga coaches sa iba't ibang lugar para umattend ng iba't ibang events ng Department of Education. Tinanong ko sila, sabi ko, pwede ba natin pag-isahin yan? Sinabi naman ng mga USEC, ng undersecretaries ng Department of Education na pwede naman. So sabi ko sa kanila, pwede ba na sa susunod na taon, gawin natin na yung 6 na malaking national events ng Department of Education, ilagay natin sa isang region or sa isang probinsya para nakakatulong tayo sa kanilang lokal na ekonomiya at sa mga negosyo, the micro, small, and medium businesses in the areas. So this year, napili ng Department of Education ang Island of Cebu para sa 6 na national activities. Una, ang National Schools Press Conference. Pangalawa, ang National Festival of Talents. Pangatlo, ang National Learning Convergence. Ang Palarong Pambansa, ang Brigada Eskwela, at ang Learning Camp. So yung 6 na yon, at meron kaming isa pa na maliit, the Solidarity Meeting of the Learners' Rights and Protection Office. Dinala namin lahat dito sa inyo, sa Cebu, para naman makita ninyo ng mga taga Cebu ang iba't ibang activities ng Department of Education at magkaroon ng interest ang mga kabataan sa Cebu sa pagsali sa iba't ibang kompetisyon at syempre makatulong sa lokal na ekonomiya ng inyong lugar post-COVID pandemic. Kaya nagpapasalamat ako sa local government ng Karkar at sa local government ng Province of Cebu sa kanilang suporta sa Department of Education. Sa ating mga future award-winning journalists, meron lang akong dalawang paalala sa inyong lahat. Hindi ko na pahabain yung aking speech. Gusto ko lang maalala ninyo ang dalawang bagay sa pagtatrabaho ninyo at sa pagpupursige ninyo sa inyong interes at karera sa journalism. Unang-una, kapag opinion ninyo ang sinusulat ninyo, never assume anything. Huwag ninyong ipaghalo ang assumption at opinion. Magkaibang bagay yon. Pangalawa, never print or post or circulate something that you know is not the truth. Huwag ninyong gawin na sirain ang buhay ng ibang tao, sirain ang imahe ng iba't ibang organisasyon o ng mga tao sa alam niyong hindi totoo. Never assume and don't lie sa inyong trabaho. Yan lang ang gusto ko na maalala ninyo. And I wish you all good luck in the competition, and we all want to see you as award-winning journalists in the future, not just for national awards, but of course, for international awards. By the power vested in me as the Secretary of the Department of Education, I hereby declare the 2024 National Schools Press Conference open.
Thank you very much.
Kadjut lang, sir. Mga kababayan, patuloy po tayo maging matatag tungo sa pagtaguyod ng isang bansang makabata at mga batang makabansa. Ang lahat ng ginagawa natin ay para sa Diyos, sa bayan, at sa bawat pamilyang Pilipino. Syukran.
Thank you very much, Vice President of the Republic of the Philippines and the Secretary of Department of Education, Honorable Sara Z. Duterte.
At this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, it is with pride and honor to hear words of encouragement from the first ever empowered woman to have served as governor in the province of Cebu. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome the governor of Cebu province, Honorable Gwendolyn M. Garcia.
The Honorable Sara Z. Duterte, Vice President and Secretary of Education. Senator Amy Marcos, Vice President, I am accompanied here by two of our provincial board members, Board Member Glenn Soco and Board Member Raymond Calderon. The Mayor of the City of Karkar, Mayor Patrick Barcenas. The Undersecretaries Assistant Secretaries, Regional Directors of the Department of Education, our Regional Head for DepEd, Dr. Sal Jimenez, and most importantly, the 3,145 delegates to the 2024 National Schools Press Conference from the 17 regions of the entire country. Maayong hapon natong tanan. It is my great honor to welcome all of you to this great province of Cebu. We thank the Department of Education, particularly the Secretary of Education, Secretary and Vice President Sara Duterte, for bringing this huge assembly of our future media practitioners. I speak with much hope. You're still in your elementary and high school years, but already you have demonstrated your interest in journalism. As you proceed, perhaps after graduation, and you proceed to courses that deal with communication, from mass communication, journalism, and broadcast communication, my course at the University of the Philippines, you will be introduced to the father of media studies, a Canadian professor and philosopher who said, well, let me mention his name. His name is Marshall McLuhan. And he said, the medium is the message. What does that mean? That in this global village, it is not so much the message that counts, but the medium by which that message is delivered. Whether by print, through broadcast media, through social media, it is always the medium that is the message, and it is the medium that shapes people's opinions and cultures. Think of it as future writers, future broadcasters, as you speak, and I hope you will always speak the truth. You become that medium. And whatever you speak, how people will discern it, will appreciate it, will all depend on you. And so, in your very young age, I hope that as you continue further in life, where things will not always be black or white, and there may be gray in betweens, it is my fervent prayer that you will always uphold the principles and tenets of responsible journalism. Ethics is a personal choice. We may go through reams and reams of lectures, lessons, and books, but in the end, confronted with a situation where you must decide, above all, let your personal ethics prevail. Once again, welcome to this great, undivided, indivisible province of Cebu. Daghang salamat.
Thank you so much, our dearest Governor Juan Garcia. To inspire us all, please allow us to introduce another